into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Going deep here for Parker. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. 39 yards there. A big one. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play. And create downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a ton of crowd. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Burrow on play action. Out to his left. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. With it is Brown. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So with
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Ross, 79 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jackson now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Being chased out left. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Now Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. John Ross, 89 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the 1st drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'm trying to do better here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. We remind you the coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 35. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From midfield now, Burrow throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Jackson now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. third down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Isaiah Simmons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Houston. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And all the way down to the 26. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, The Coach.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes...
That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills have taken the early lead. The 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
This ball complete to Rager. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Isaiah Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. First carry, he loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts, 70 yards. And the Gunners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room.
To be played. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Rolling to his right. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're down 2 scores. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's first down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Ross, 75 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on second down. Burrow into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Going deep downfield for Ross. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Parker's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devontae Parker, 32 yards. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more. As they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Burrow. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.